Question 25. Question 25 is actually testing students on the topic of experimental chemistry. To be more specific, whether students remember the function or the purpose of different physical separation techniques. Okay, so before we read the question, I want to focus on the three physical separation techniques that are listed here. I have taken the liberty to actually write down the purpose. Okay, so the first one, which is evaporation, it is to isolate soluble compounds from solution by removing the solvent away. Okay, and the second physical separation technique, filtration, this is very straightforward. We are separating an insoluble solid from a suspension. Last one, sublimation. This is the change of state of a substance from solid to gas. Okay, so now let's take a look at the question. You are asked to separate a suspension of charcoal in a solution of potassium chloride and ammonium chloride so as to obtain all three substances separately. I have already listed down the state symbols of the of charcoal, potassium chloride, and ammonium chloride. Charcoal, it is insoluble, so it will be in solid state. Potassium chloride and ammonium chloride, these are your soluble salts, so they are able to dissolve in water to form the solution. Hence, they are in aqueous state. So, in which order should you carry out this process? The odd one out, right? From this suspension, it is your charcoal, correct? So the first process has to be filtration. Okay, when we filter the reaction mixture, we will obtain charcoal as residue. Okay, so we are immediately isolating charcoal from the mixture. Okay, and the filtrate will contain both potassium chloride and ammonium chloride. Okay, so the first step is filtration, which is process number 2. Hence, options A and B is out. So what about the second step? Okay, here I want to highlight that sublimation, it is a process where we change the state of a substance from solid to gas. This means that the initial state, the substance, right, it has to be in solid state. However, both of my substance in the filtrate, they are dissolved in water. So we need to convert them to solid state. And how do we isolate them in solid state? It is by evaporation. Okay, so process number 1. Let me draw out process number 1, evaporation, to obtain or to isolate potassium chloride in solid state and ammonium chloride in solid state. After that, what we can do is to sublime ammonium chloride away by providing heat. Okay, so in my evaporating dish, I have both potassium chloride, KCl solid, and ammonium chloride solid. Okay, when I provide enough heat, ammonium chloride, it will sublime to form gaseous ammonium chloride. However, once it meets the cool surface of the inverted filter funnel, it will form a deposit here. Okay, and this is your pure ammonium chloride. So once sublimation is completed, right, my ammonium chloride will be collected on the inverted filter funnel and only potassium chloride will be left on the evaporating dish. Okay, so in which order should you carry out these processes? The answer is 2, 1, 3. Hence, the answer for this question is C.